Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. I'm here, I'm live, and I'm ready to do some tarot readings. Today is July 15th, 2025. I'll be on here for about the next hour unless we get a lot of people, and then I'll extend the time until everyone's had a chance to get their reading. You can see on the screen I offer 3 different kinds of readings. The 5-card mini reading is $7.77. The 7-card reading can either be one question with 7 cards where you get more detail, or you can ask for a forecast of the next 7 days. That one is $9.99. And the final reading I offer on this channel is the 9-card reading. You can ask 3 questions of 3 cards each, or you can do one large single question reading for $11.11. You can donate the payment through my Venmo or my CashApp, which is scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Once I receive your donation, I will put you in the queue and we'll start your reading as soon as you come up to the top. And at that time, I will ask you what your question is. Tonight, I'm using the Slavic Legends Tarot. Hi, Kat. You made it. I was worried it might be a little too late in the evening for you. How you doing? Can you hear me okay? I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Oh, I see. Okay, good. Well, I feel like I just talked to you a few moments ago. I just started it up, just done doing my spiel. I don't know if you heard that part of it. Do me a favor and hit the like on there. Yeah, there is a lag, and that's because I've got the YouTube window open. I'm going to close that and be just on StreamYard and see if that makes a difference. We'll see if that improves the lag. I just don't feel secure unless I'm actually like watching YouTube. Like YouTube's going to sneak away if I'm not looking at it or something. So here I am. This is my second night doing this. Although I certainly took enough time to trying to figure out how it all works. Could be. I didn't have any lag. Last night it started out with a pretty big lag, and then it got to where it was much better. Now, I was here between 11 p.m. and midnight, so that may have been the problem. Thank you. Got enough light? Is it focused? It looks focused to me from my point of view. So I'm sure you saw that I did rewatch that sale last night, and I saw what Sabrina was referring to. At first, it wasn't really happening. It seemed like everything was fine, but then I think you told me this too, but not long after that, it started going crazy. That's okay. I didn't expect you to reply. So my brother finally came home today. He sent me a voice message about 3 o'clock. And he got home about 4. And I fed him dinner because I knew he didn't have any food. and talked to him a little bit. And now he's, I'm assuming, sleeping. Yeah, because I didn't know where he was or what he was doing because he didn't want anyone tracking him. I'm doing air quotes right now. You can't see me doing that. Did you do a jewelry sale today? See how beautiful your tray is? Are you doing one this week? Thursday, probably Thursday, depending on what's going on, right? Are you going to be doing a sale with Sabrina tomorrow night? Oh, okay. Margot, is that the vintage peep show go-go person? Yeah. What time is your appointment with the son with the ultrasound? I bet you're so disappointed that you can't join them. Oh, first one. Oh my goodness. It's quite an ordeal, isn't it? I was going to ask you something. What was it? Where do you have to go? Like, I know you live like in a smallish town outside of Dallas. Do you have to drive all the way into town? Yeah. But at least you're close to a city that has real good medical facilities. So that's good. So, what do you say we do a reading for you since I've got you here? It's good practice for me. I need practice on the screen. So, um, give me a question. What question would you like to ask? Sure. We are not in a hurry. I like the company. It feels better to have someone here to talk to, you know, because I imagine it's going to be a while of sitting and not having a whole lot of people coming until I get it established. Oh, okay. Is there some concern that she may not? Usually, what's her name? What is her name? It feels kind of weird to just be like kind of talking to myself. Riley. Okay, so will Kat's niece Riley have a good. Well, how about instead of that, because that's a yes no question. How about we ask the question, how will Riley's senior year be? I'll get used to it. That's good to know. How will Riley's senior year be for her? What are the What can she expect from her? What will be her experience in her senior year? Yeah. All right. So let's see. We got, first card is the 10 of coins reversed. The second card is the 2 of swords reversed. Is she planning on going to college? The Knight of coins reversed. The 3 of wands reversed. Oh, put it down here. And the 6 of swords reversed. I'm going to turn those all right side up since they're all reversed. Apparently I was holding the deck wrong. Okay. The 10 of coins reversed. The reason I asked is she's planning to go leave home because there's a couple cards in here that kind of indicate preparing to leave home. Because we had the 10 of coins, it was reversed to start. And that's about the groundedness of home and family. And so that is kind of like at the forefront. Just that separation from family is like a big step when you're about to graduate from high school. That big step into becoming an adult. And also because right after it was the 2 of swords, which is about needing to make a decision. Has she already applied to a college, or has she been accepted to a college? Because I feel like she probably has or will be soon. Well, if I were to hazard a guess, I would say that she has a decision to make, and that about where she wants to go. I think that there is a little bit of hesitancy and trepidation. Yeah, I think she will be too. So she's waiting on a decision, basically, when we have to look at the 2 of the swords there. She's waiting on a decision. And I will say that with the Knight of coins there, that the energy of that is going to be rather slow. So it might try her patience quite a bit while she's waiting for an answer. That can be nerve-wracking. I didn't go to college right out of high school, so I haven't had that experience personally. I went to college when I was 42 and no one cared. I could just go. I think a big theme there, one of the main themes of her senior year is dealing with the emotions that go along with growing up and going out into the world and leaving that stable and familiar home, and also waiting on decisions. Yeah, she's waiting on them, and it looks like with the Knight of coins, she's going to be waiting for a little bit longer than she would like. Another major theme here is that even though there's like some nervousness up here, there's also some real excitement about what the future holds, because we have the 3 of wands, which is very much about someone like waiting for their big moment, their big opportunity to go out into the world and discover it and see what there is to see. And then we also have the 6 of swords, which is about taking a spiritual journey. It's a resolution of things and kind of moving on to the next stage in life. So that's the other major theme. So I think for her senior year, what she can expect are 2 things: that she's going to have to be patient, that things are going to move slow, that she's going to have mixed feelings about leaving home. But ultimately, she needs to realize that it's a great adventure in front of her, and that she'll always have her family to support her, always have her family behind her when she feels nervous about things or scared, so that she can be successful in the future. And that, my friend, is the end of that reading. Did she come in the room? When you said you told her to come, do you mean in here? Or do you mean to your house? Yeah. I'm going to do Okay. I'm going to do a type of reading that I have offered in the past for you. And I'm going to do it 3 cards instead of 5, but it's normally 5 cards. It's I call it 5 vibes from your guides. And it's just like some quick little messages from your spiritual allies that are meant to be encouraging or to give advice and suggestions. So let's get 3 vibes from Kat's guides to give her something that would be helpful to her at this time in her life. Some kind of encouragement or advice. Let's see what we get. All right. So your first guide gives us the Ace of Swords. Your second guide gives us Justice. And your third guide gives us the 4 of Wands. So overall, real positive cards here. So let's see what advice they can give you. So the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords tells me that they're letting you know that there are going to be mental challenges ahead for you. Yeah. But not challenges like in a bad way, but just challenges in looking at things in a different way, like having a different point of view, growing from your experiences. So the swords, of course, are air, and so we're talking about, and it's right side up, which is good. So we're talking about, just thinking about things in a new way, seeing things in a new way, and coming up with different ways of expression. And then we have the Justice card in the middle there. So, of course, when we look at justice, we know that the message there from the guide is that what is going to happen is what's going to be fair. That and that kind of implies to me that it may not feel fair. Like it's like, that's not fair. I did, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But try and have a bigger picture, have a bigger viewpoint of things, because there's fairness here. Yeah, that's true. I didn't know you were a Libra. Yeah, so there's a sense of fairness that you need, that they're wanting to remind you of. And with this Justice card, it's the only one that's a major arcana in these 3 cards. So that would be kind of a theme as we're moving forward, that there's probably going to be a lot of things that are not going to feel fair, and just to hold on to the idea that everything balances out, right? And then the last thing is the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is celebration. And I think that's lovely. I think when I think of that celebration, I think the advice here is saying, when things get difficult, focus on the future, the things that are coming up in the future that are worth celebrating. To just keep focused on the things that are worth celebrating, like your niece, graduating from high school. So that would be the third piece of wisdom that's being offered. Now, see, I don't like being not being connected to YouTube, because I can't see if there's anyone else in the room. Can I see that if there's someone in the room from StreamYard? I don't think I can. And I don't know how to go on my phone when I'm the person running the live stream. I should be able to see them coming in. Where would I see them? On the StreamYard page, the upper left. Oh, I see. It says there's 2 people. Me and you, I guess. I guess it counts me, right? If it doesn't count me, hello, someone. My name's Teresa. I wonder if it's Riley. Do you think it's Riley? Yeah. Hi, Riley. We just got done talking about you. Were your ears burning? She's probably wondering what's going on. So I told Kat that I would do a reading for her. Oh, hi, Julie. I thought it was Kat's niece because Kat had texted her niece to join us. Hi, Julie. How's it going? Don't be sorry, Julie. It's good to see you. Hey, Julie, did you, question, did you get any kind of notification about this live being on? We're trying to figure out whether it sends out a notice or not. Hey, Julie. Julie is an Aquarius, so you and Julie should get along like a house on fire. That's okay. I know you're wanting to sleep, right? Yep, she's a cat. I believe is it's a little late in the evening for her, but some of us were burning up the night here. Here for a reading today, or do you just want to talk about weird stuff again? How's your sister? There's three people here now. Here now, Riley, or is that Julie's sister? Or is it me? I don't know. I'm back. I'm back. Can everybody hear me? Julie, I just got your donation. Thank you very much. And thank goodness you were there, Kat, to tell Julie. Julie, if you know what you want, go ahead and post a question. Remember, it can't be about health or legal. So whenever can everybody hear me okay? Tell me yes. I think my mic's on. Oh, my internet's crashing again. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Oh, for crying out loud. Crappy internet. Let's try this again. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Julie, give me your question. I see the name Roger. Am I doing a question about someone named Roger? Or are you just saying Roger like gotcha? Yeah, well, I don't know what happened. I got switched over to what's supposed to be faster internet speed by my provider, and I have never ever had a problem with my provider until this very moment. So I don't know if it's StreamYard that's paying the butt or what. But anyway, Julie, I got your donation. Would you please put your question in the chat? Oh, absolutely. No, I can do with the 5 card. I can do the 5 vibes from your guides, which is kind of like 5 different little pieces of advice from your team, your spiritual team. Would you like something like that? Or we can do like just a general like 5 cards on like what kind of future vibes are going on. I think that might be the way to go. Just get a feel for what's going to be happening in the near future. What do you think about that? All right. So, Julie, I'm going to do a just a general question as to what kinds of things are coming towards Julie right now, and what she can expect, what she can take advantage of, what she can steer clear of. Julie. What's going on with Julie? All right, I'm going to go with it. Hopefully my internet doesn't crash again. So annoying. Looks like you and me, Julie. Weird things are happening on my end. It looks like there's just one person in here. I'm assuming that's you. But my screen keeps flashing. So let's see what we get. Julie, if for some reason I lose you again, I will send you, I'll record your reading and I will tell you what it says. So first card up is the Queen of Cups. The second card up is the Ten of Swords. The third card up is the Ace of Coins. The fourth card up is the Judgment card. Hello again. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. I don't know if it's StreamYard. I think it's my internet. I think they're working on it or something. So, well, I'll lose you again. Julie, if you can hear me, no, she lives in Texas and I live in Tennessee. Julie, if this goes down again, I'm just going to record this and send it to you. Can you give me your email address so I can write it down? Oh, wait, I have your email address. You sent me the email last night. Never mind. Okay, so let me see if I can get this reading for you, okay? So the first card I got was the Queen of Cups, reversed actually, but I put it right side up. And so the Queen of Cups is well, what she represents is the full manifestation of the mother energy. So nurturing, intuitively knowing the right thing to do is definitely an energy that's coming in for you right now. And the one right after that is the Ten of Swords. So I think that you'll probably either be nurtured by someone, you're going to need it, or you're going to be nurturing someone else. So we were talking about your sister last night. Is there someone in your life right now that really needs your support? Okay. So I would say that if I would say that you're the Queen of Cups in this situation, and that there are others in the situation that are going to be needing your support. And the very next card after that is the Ace of Coins. And so the Ace of Coins is the strongest vibration of the energy of Earth. So that can represent home. It can represent the actual physical home. It can represent money and jobs, and it can also represent health situations. So there's a lot of good energy that is available to you and your sister for healing and for progress in things like getting a job or getting a house or something like that. Does that resonate with you at all? Now I'm like all nervous that my internet's going to take a crap again. Okay. Um, the next card in this reading is the Judgment card, and it is the only major arcana. So, this challenge that's in front of you and your sister right now is something that you're going to reap what you sow on that. So, make sure that your intentions are honest and pure as you go forward with this, because you want to reap good things from the situation. And then the last card is the Six of Coins. So the Six of Coins represents generosity to those in need. So I think that you're going to be having a person or an entity that is going to help you. That is going to be a source of help. And I'm getting this impression that it would be like a government entity. Like, I don't know if you've applied for like low income housing or anything like that, because that's what it feels like to me. Like some kind of like state or local help with finding a place, or maybe providing an affordable place, because goodness gracious, I know that it's expensive to live here. But the key thing here though is you've got to make sure that if they're asking for information from you in order to like qualify you or whatever it is, make sure that you're giving them what they need and you're being as above board and honest as you can be. So I feel like the issue right now for you is to be a support for your sister in this earth uh, arrangement. Like I said, to me, it's like a house. You said it's housing. I believe you. Um, but because you have the Ace of Coins there, I feel like there things are looking good. Things are looking up for that. Now, I looked at the bottom of the deck. Is it weighing on you about her situation or about the situation in general? It's you do have someone who's going to be generous, but I'm not seeing anything where you're necessarily getting support, but rather that you're supporting others. And if I recall correctly, when I did the original reading with you way back, that was a problem, right? That you were doing all the stuff you were doing for everybody and no one was doing for you. Something along those lines. Um, the, the card at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Coins, the Four of Pentacles. So when you see that card, um, hold on a second. Let me think about this for a minute because there's a real, what's what I'm looking for? There's a big, like, difference between these five cards and this card. So because the Four of Coins is about holding on to your wealth, and it can be in a positive light or negative light. So, okay, the thing that came to my mind is who's being greedy? Who's being greedy? You don't necessarily have to name someone, but I want you to ask yourself that question. Because someone is holding on to their resources. And the thing that, and I don't know whether I'm just going down like on a, just a wild goose chase, but the overall vibe I'm getting here is, especially in light of your situation, is that someone is not showing you all their cards as far as what their resources are. And so I think you need to, okay, the words that came to my mind is follow the money. So what that tells me is that, is the person or people involved in this, are they spending money on things when they should be saving their money? Like, I don't know, Starbucks coffee every morning or something like that. Whenever I see the Four Coins, I see it's the bottom of the deck card is the hidden things. It can be something that you're not acknowledging about yourself or something hidden from your view. So the things that I'm coming away from here is in your support of your sister. Is it healthy for you? Um, are there other resources available? Because we have the Six of Coins here. Are we being above board and honest about our resources? And are we holding on to something or keeping some money aside? So think about that. Now that was your, like, what the future holds kind of thing. It really seems to be more about other people that you are supporting. Yeah. So supporting each other financially. I mean, obviously in other ways too, but supporting each other financially. So who is this third party that has a a role to play in you and your sister supporting each other. There's a weird kind of vibe. Yeah, there's a real weird kind of vibe because on the one hand, I feel this vibe of like mutual helping each other, and more you than her probably, but helping each other. And then there's this other vibe of like a third party being involved somehow, and that there's some dishonesty at work here. So have you guys looked into, I know, believe me, I've gone down this road. Have you applied for low-income housing or what's the other one? There's low-income housing and there's the income-based housing. You did have that Ace of Pentacles, so there is some untapped potential here that maybe you haven't considered. Where is here? You say we are all alone here. Where is here? Or do you mean here on earth? Kat, are you here? Who else is here? Oh, I see. I think you need to reach out to some government agencies. I don't know what your situation is. It's like there's going to be, are you renting the house or do you own the house? Ooh, New York, Syracuse. So are you renting this house or do you own this house? Okay, so you own the house. Or someone in your family owns the house? Does the house need repairs? Oh, okay, I see. So are you up there temporarily then? Or are you wanting to stay there? Okay. Yes, do you want to stay there? Well, if you haven't settled his estate yet, that may be what that Ace of Pentacles was about. You know, that untapped potential. So maybe you don't have all the information you need. Okay. Did your dad have a will? Is it like in probate right now? Ah, there's Jacqueline. Hey. Oh, okay. So it's not in probate. So the house has gone directly to you. So I'm trying to understand what the financial struggle is here. Is it the house that's the financial struggle? Okay. So when you say it's just us and it's been very difficult, do you mean running the household has been difficult because it's just the two of you? Like there's not enough money? Okay. Okay. I really do feel strongly that there's going to be some kind of government agency that can probably help you out. The one that comes immediately to mind is Habitat for Humanity. They might do more than just build brand new houses for people. There's also, I know that there's like in state of Tennessee where I live, they have programs where they'll come and they'll replace your windows. if you're low income, they'll go and they'll make your house more um, secure against the weather. Um, yeah, I hope so too. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that you guys are going through that. I can't imagine. I can't afford to live in this country. Just don't make enough money. I'm kind of my brothers rented me this apartment for really low price, cheaper than it would be. Well, probably about the same as it would be if I were to be in public housing. Maybe you'll find some gold bars in a wall somewhere. Maybe that's what the hidden money was all about. Wouldn't that be cool? Do you think that you'd want to sell the house and go someplace else together since you feel that do you have any family around at all in the country? I'm kind of like the opposite. I've kind of like been without my family most of my life. I've lived far away from them. They haven't really been in my life very much. Well, it looks like my internet is going to stay stable now. Thank goodness. I probably shouldn't have said that. I may have cursed it. I've got to turn on my internet on my phone again because if someone has sent me a donation, I wouldn't know because it doesn't work if my internet's not on. I got yours, Julie. I'm really in that I think Cat fell asleep. Well, there's 5 people in here, so if she fell asleep with the phone in the chat. So that's nice. I'm wondering. She had sent a text to her niece Riley, and I see there's 5 people here now, folks. If you just arrived, I just realized I need to change my banner here. Hold on one second. Um, I am doing live tarot readings right now. I am. I do not have my banners on. Hold on. I'm going to show you a banner that tells where you can pay if you'd like to get a reading, on my Cash App or my Venmo. And I have 3 different readings that I do. I do the 5 card reading, which is $7.77. You're welcome, Julie. That is the one I just did with Julie, where we just kind of did a future forecast. Then I have the 7 card reading, which is $9.99, and that can be for one question, or you can do like a forecast for the next 7 days. And then the other reading that I offer is the 9 card reading, which is $11.11, and that can be either 3 small questions or one really big question. What time is it? So Julie and Jacqueline, I'm going to be signing off here in a minute. I'm sorry you guys are going through what you're going through. And I'm glad you have each other. When my sister was alive, she and I were really close. And I was missing her just yesterday. It's funny. Maybe you experienced this. My sister and I are only 13 months apart. I know you guys are further apart than that. And Julie, you're the older one, so I can see where you're kind of like that mother figure. Um, my sister hated me when we were teenagers. Really hated me. She hated the way I sounded. She hated the way I looked. But, then when we got older, we got to be a lot closer. Yeah, she long story short, she died from the complications of alcoholism, which is sad. It was about 6 years ago. 6 years ago? No, it's longer than that. It's been probably like 12 years now. Yeah, that's when we were talking yesterday when Sophie was talking about, people being in abusive relationships and how you can't make people change. They have to want to change. That's kind of the way I feel about it. They have to want to change. All right, Julie, I'm so glad. I'm so glad because let me tell you, that is not the way you want to die. It was very difficult to watch her die the way she did. Slowly all her organs just shutting down one by one. But anyway, let's not leave it on a sad note. That was 12 years ago, and she's passed on to what I hope is a better place with better understanding. And, she's gone where all of us go sooner or later, right? I hope that you guys do well. I probably won't be at the sale tomorrow, but I'm sure I'll see you guys around. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. Last call. And thank you guys for coming in, and thank you for getting a reading again, Julie. I appreciate it. Good night. Take care.